Hello, this is Brandon Smith, chef at Summit Pacific Medical Center, and Sarah Carastino is here with me, our registered dietitian.
Hello.
We're about to show you how to make a 4-ingredient, succulent, decadent dessert that is pretty good for you. You're gonna start out with some tofu, silken tofu. Make sure it's silken because it buns nice. Got some almond milk there, unsweetened. Make sure it's silken. And we have some semi-sweet chocolate chips, some pistachios to top it for some good crunch, and a pie crust that's ready to go. You don't have to use it if you don't want. You can make it like a souffle, put it in a little container, put it in your fridge. Right now I'm gonna measure them out. We're gonna get them going, get the right amount so that we can get them into the microwave. This is gonna be an easy one to do. Anybody can do it at home. Have the kids come out and help.
Oh, yeah. I love easy recipes. So 4 ingredients is so cool to me. And I love that this recipe incorporates some plant-based options to help along the lines of the blue zones
Exactly.
emphasis. And this recipe came out of the Loma Linda area in California.
That's correct.
And they have a high population of Seventh-day Adventists who traditionally are vegetarians. So I also like that little piece of information because we've got pistachios in this recipe.
That's right.
And pistachios are grown in California along with Arizona and New Mexico, but the tree was actually found or originated in Asia. So good addition of pistachios for blue zones emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
Pistachios are loaded with protein, fiber, and potassium, and they have heart-healthy fats. Now, we're looking at the tofu right now. We know that tofu comes from the soybean, and it's a really good plant source of protein. So the fact that there's some tofu giving us protein in this dessert will help us feel a little bit more full as we eat.
That's right.
And that in combination with those healthy fats give us a nice, satisfying feeling of fullness after eating our dessert. So hopefully we won't need as much. It'll be delicious, but we won't need as much, right, Brandon?
That's exactly it. You see, man, just take a little bit of moisture off that so that when we puree it up, it'll be a nice creamy consistency, not too moist, so that you'll have a real kind of a nice creamy texture of a mousse that's not separating. So take a little bit of that moisture off with a towel. I used a paper towel there. You can use a flour towel at home or whatever. I try to stay away from terry cloth when I can because the little fibers get in there, but that's what you got, it'll work. This right here is an unsweetened vanilla-based almond milk. I'm sure you can use some other nut milks if you like, but this one's a good flavor.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It balances nice with the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. And the almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, is a really good source of calcium too. In fact, it's got a little bit more calcium than cow's milk does per serving.
Interesting. So this one's easy. Push that button, 30 seconds. Make sure you do it in 30-second increments because if you go too long, you might get a little burn char and that's gonna wreck the flavor. So 30 seconds, I might have said minutes, but 30 seconds is what you really need to do, and then you need to stir that, put it back in, stir another 30 seconds until you come to a consistency where it's all melted and it's all stirred up real nice.
We want to make sure that chocolate is that nice consistency, right? We all
Exactly.
love that nice, smooth, creamy chocolate texture and flavor. So we're going to see just how smooth and creamy it is.
Now just put that into my Vitamix or blender, whatever you got at home will work, and you just pour that right in there. Then that's gonna go in the refrigerator and chill down. Put it in the freezer to speed it up a little bit. Just make sure you take it out before it freezes all the way through. And then I'll chop up some nuts, or you can even use fresh berries on this one. I just thought the nuts would be a nice crunch to go with that smooth and soft texture of the silken pie there.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got such a great combination of some protein, some calcium, some heart-healthy fats going on top when you put the pistachios on. We've got some potassium. We've got selenium, which is in the tofu as well, and that's an antioxidant. So we've got antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties in this dessert. So you might feel like you're treating yourself to a really nice, excellent treat, but you're getting some good nutrition hidden in there.
Yeah, this one I really was surprised. I hadn't had a tofu pie before I made this one. and it was the texture of it was, I think, superior to like a regular chocolate mousse pie. I'm gonna make it all the time. It was really good.
Yeah, it looks really good. I can't wait to try it. It's such an easy recipe. I'm just gonna need to make it at home. And like you said, involve the kids in doing the recipe. There's some easy steps in here that they can help with. They'll probably do some, taste testing of the chocolate morsels, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and there's enough left in that blender in this pie for me to put a couple of that little souffle cup that you see there. So you can do it without the crust if you want to save on a little bit of sugar and a little bit of carbs there. So that's your call if you're on a specific diet or something.
Yeah, that's really good to know. That looks beautiful.
There it is.